in the bracket. So the OSC Championship is a culmination of the entire year of OSC events. There was over 600 OSC events in 2017, awarding OSC points to players who took part and who of course participated and placed highly. So players, you know, who get placed highly, some of them get placed in the winner's bracket, and you might be like, well, why the hell is he there rather than like ByuN or Hero? Well, it's because they played probably more OSC tournaments and they were then racked up more OSC points, giving them a better seed into the OSC Championship. Obviously it's a little bit different than usual, but it does make a lot of sense in the form of this tournament. To top left hand side, our red Zerg player from Team Liquid. Give it up for Team Liquid Snute. Feels wrong to say Snute without saying Team Liquid or Liquid before it sometimes, it really does. To the bottom right hand side of the map, our blue Terran player, it is ByuN. And you know, with how ByuN played game 1 on Neon Violet Square against Impact, and with how Snute likes to play late game, holy shit. We could have we could really have like an insane series coming up right here. What's up, more buds in the chat who cheers 1100? Says, wow, a 4 AM wake up and I have ByuN versus Snute to watch. I don't get better than that. Thanks, Wardy. I'm glad you're here to join us for this, because this could be one hell of a series. As so far, it's a calm, collected start. Neither player going crazy. Snute does go for the pool first. Pool hatch and then the gas. So not going to be kind of a super fast gas, but we'll see what he wants to do with it. Whether these couple of things are just to distract and to do some bits and pieces. We'll find out over the next few moments. You guys already hashtagging the players. I guess I should probably set that up then to actually be ready to go. Because I didn't set it up. I'm a bad person. So again, if you want to do it now, you can from now hashtag ByuN or hashtag Snute in the chat to show who you're supporting in this series. It is available now for you to do. If you did it before, it wouldn't have counted. Anyways, a couple of lings on the way up, and we're going to see that ling speed coming on through here from Snute as well. We're going to be seeing the command center coming on up here. As you're going to see, it hasn't broken all day. Why do you break now? ByuN Snute vote system. There we go, fixed it. Alright, let's see how this goes then, as you're going to be seeing this Reaper pulling away up the right hand side. What's up, Stig Vatland, my man, how you doing? Thank you for the $10 donation. I get the feeling that's going to say something like, hell yeah, thanks for casting Snute. You're the best. It says, let's go Snute. Sorry, I opened it up and I read it. Thank you so much for the $10, Stig Vatland. Saying, let's go Snute. Keep those hashtags coming in the chat, guys. ByuN, 75% of the vote. I did not think it was going to be that one-sided so quickly. But keep those hashtags coming in. We'll check in on those later to see how you guys are voting. Armory on the way up here from ByuN in game number 1. So looking towards a bit more of an aggressive setup here on Catalyst. Now, what he actually used in the previous game is he was actually playing pretty defensive against Impact after game number 1. And that helped him a lot in cleaning up the pressure and putting himself into big leads in those games. We do see that medevac coming through, and the Marines starting to come up towards the upper side of the map, so they're going to be starting to come up towards the top side, as we do see a few extra lings just on the way out. This Queen coming up on the natural expansion as well. And again, Hellions coming through the middle to morph into Hellbats in the very near future. Now, how prepared is Snute for this? Well, he already does have 4 Queens up, 5 Queens up, a bunch of lings as well. They're going to start running around the left-hand side here. I'm just going to be seeing a few Hellions morphing into Hellbats, and just going to be seeing Marines pushing on forwards. Another creep tumor coming down. And again, Lings for Snute going to run by. I mean, this is a great counterattack as ByuN is not walled off. I mean, obviously Snute has to deal with this pressure on the other side of the map at the same time, but I mean, he's going to start doing a heck of a lot over there. So let's see how this goes. For now, let's just focus right here. Now maybe let's jump back over, because for a moment ByuN's Hellbats are not doing anything. 5 worker kills so far. The CC might just be forced to lift. There's so many depots and other SCVs kind of around. Snute slowly starting to clean up these Hellbat attack, but he's not done enough just yet. There's still quite a few of these Hellbats around, and the Queens are continuing to drop. Some more lings on the way out, but they are not ready at the moment. As, oh my god, the drones are stuck in a bit of a corner. They're going to have to try and run out of here some way. He is going the way where the Hellbats are not going to be. And Snoot's still struggling a little bit to deal with this. Even though he's supply blocked ByuN, he now comes back with the Lings actually. So supply and blocking ByuN back at home. ByuN down 16 workers, and now Snute will hold us off. And obviously one of the big things for ByuN right now is the fact he just doesn't have a wall off, and so more Lings could come over and do a bit more. Love the Liberator though, as the Hellbat drop gets 5 more workers, but the Liberator obviously when so many Queens have already fallen to Hellbats, obviously becomes a big issue. And Snute now is only 9 workers ahead, as he will run in once again for some more damage with the Zerglings, but there is Hellions morphing into Hellbats here. Can these Lings fight these on their own? Well, he's going to try to. I mean, you're going to see a couple of Mules and SCVs pulling in to try and help the fight, but that is not going to go the way of Snute. He's going to have to pull away. And that Liberator is just now going to go down, but Snoot's still losing drones. It's been a hectic way to start off in game number 1. Well, we are going to see the defense made now, and we're going to see whether they continue. ByuN still the heavy chat favorite. Some hashtag Snoots are coming through, though, from Abendrot in the chat. Hashtag ByuN from Shemlake, from Crypt as well. Hashtag Snoot from Jocksaw. Hashtag Draws has been hello. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Lings do back away to give us a moment of calm in this game. What's up, Friesbix coming in with a brand new sub back to back with Cannibal Sheep. Also with the brand new fresh sub. Welcome to the Wardy family. Let's see some Wardy hearts in the chat for some new subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Let's see those Wardy hearts up in here in the chat. Let's go crazy. And again, keep those hashtags coming. ByuN's still the chat favorite. Let's see where we go from there. Is going to be seeing Hellbats pushing in towards this third base. Queen pulls away. The drones are stacked up, but the Hellbats don't get all the attacks they need, and the drones are just about going to survive there. As we are going to see those Hellbats. Oh my god, more drones turn around at the right time. And we are going to see those Queens able to pick off even more of these Hellbats at the moment. And those Hellbats just dropping one after the other at the moment. Going all the way back towards this mineral line even here. This Hellbat now gonna get picked away at. Doesn't go down just yet. Lings coming forwards, and they will take a few shots. The Hellbat's mostly dealt with. And now the Banshee comes into play, and Snute. Oh no, he's lairless. He's not Spore Crawlerless. They're just the Spore Crawlers are in mineral lines, not out in the front, and obviously that's the issue with not having a lair. As ByuN still sits behind 20 workers in this game number 1, going into the bio follow-up, his double engineering base now dropping something Snute will see to confirm the playstyle of his opponent now in this first game. Snute from here, of course, he's going into the missile upgrades, and it's something Snute loves to do, play missile upgrades, although I don't know if this is going to be for his Roach style that he usually goes for, and he actually cancels to go melee, and with the Bane lair coming up, well, we'll see what he does, but it's going to be a Ling Bane focus with those melee upgrades, of course. So the question kind of arises, is it just going to be the Hydras, or does Snute do something crazy like go Mutas himself, like Impact did in game number 1? Again, a couple players going back into Ling Bane Muta the last couple of days. Scarlet did it earlier against Alive in GSL even. And so we really could see something like a bit of a resurgence in Ling Bane Muta, perhaps, just because people haven't been playing against it as much. Let's see what Snute goes to do. Obviously, the most obvious choice is going to be those Hydrisks. Let's see if that is what he wants here. As we're going to see 16 more Zerglings on the way out. Snute is on 70 drones. He's on a huge economy already, with a 4th hatchery coming up to the top right-hand side of the map. And this Banshee again pushed away by Queens over in the main base. Infestation Pit on the way up as well. 1-1 melee upgrades continue to come on through, and we are going to be seeing again Marines, Hellbats, and a tank get into position down on the south side. Queen is going to be continuing to throw down creep spread and continue to push through the middle. Again, the Spire coming up. The melee upgrades continue to come on down. And the Bane speed coming through. I mean, I love the Spire, but I don't think it's going to be for Mutas. I think it's going to be for Corruptors here, actually, in this regard. He's already thrown down the Infestation Pit to go in towards the Hive Tech. And the Corruptors just make so much more sense in this sort of situation. They can do what the Mutas do later in the game. They just don't have the Mutas sort of harassment potential. When the Spy is kind of this late on, the harassment potential doesn't really need to be there anyways. We're going to see the Hive Tech is the much more kind of important focus in all of this. We're going to see those Lings gathering together. This 4th base in trouble for Snute. He doesn't have Bane speed yet, and he is going to maybe lose this 4th. He's going to push it away just about in time. The tank is not targeting down the hatchery, so the hatchery will stay alive. Transfusions to make sure of it, and Snute cleans up this attack. ByuN is pushed away. More units to the upper right-hand side. More Marines and a tank over to the right as well. Armory on the way up. A 4th command center. Dropping on down into position as well towards the 3rd location. Hive will be finishing very soon. And we are going to be seeing the Spire finishing up as well. As we're going to be seeing the Corruptors continuing to come on in also. More Marines and a siege tank coming up the right-hand side here as Army and ByuN just wants to keep on pushing apparently, but I don't know what he's going to find on this base. Snute's already in position to deal with it, and one of the things that Snute will want to do is get the creep spread back in front of this base to give him that kind of safety zone, so you can see attacks coming into it with a little bit of warning, so he isn't caught off guard by, for example, that attack the last time around. Banes and Lings still setting up, and it is primarily Ling Bane. He has the Ultras Cavern now on the way. Those Snute's made it to Hive Tech safely, and he's making that transition into the later stage of his game. Lings to the left-hand side, cleaning up a few Marines, and Banes to the right will come in to deal with that drop, and Medevac is just a little bit too late to get in position. Not going to be able to lift up there. Ultras Cavern about halfway done. As you're going to be seeing Lings working down on these rocks. Obviously, pathways are very important for Ling Bane's style to get those surrounds, create counterattacks, flanks, etc. Let's continue targeting down the rocks here. I imagine the left-hand side. Well, actually, there you go. Caustic Spray is already coming down on the left-hand side. I was going to say maybe the left-hand side is next. And obviously, Snute agrees with that sentiment. Caustic Spraying away here already. +2/+2 melee upgrades. Adrenal Glands coming up as well from Snute, and Chitinous Plating dropping as well on the Ultras Cavern as another upgrade to get into play. Lings and Banes to the right hand side. Snute setting up with this army to see what he can do next here. Again, 2-2 about to finish. The +1 vehicle weapons about to finish as well. Another siege tank will siege up. An extra barracks coming down into the main base. Again, 2-2 upgrades finishing up right now, and we are going to be seeing Lings, Banes, and Corruptors going to be able to position over to the right, and again, look to see what they can do here shortly. As we're going to be seeing those Queens continue to spread the creep right now, and just going to be looking to see the Hive setting up. Again, we've known that for a little while, but it just is such a huge part of this game, because he gets into free, Adrenal Glands now finishing, and the effects of the Hive Tech is only just starting to come into play here. 13 minutes in, and, well, Snute's hitting Hive. ByuN's building a Ghost Academy. This is the possible long game coming on up, getting ready to go. Again, those few Queens in the center, and they are going to be just sat in the middle to see perhaps what they can get up to now. Another Ultras just on the way out on the natural expansion. Getting set up and ready to go into this. Corruptors to the left-hand side as well. Snute seeing what he can do at the moment. All the way over to the left here. And we're going to see more creep spread coming down in the middle of the map. Just pushing on through. A little bit of creep already getting cleaned out, and a lot of this creep spread being picked off right now. A lot of creep going down right here, as we are going to be seeing still an army in the middle. Snute position himself to take a fight whenever needed. Well, again, for now, from ByuN, it just drops. It looks as though he's going to play the slow game. He's got a missile turret line set up. He's getting another CC added in here. Snute, is he going to try and attack into this position, or is he going to realize that maybe ByuN is playing for the later stages and play for the later stage himself? Well, those extra Banes sort of say, yeah, I'm going to fight right now, not later. He does have the Spire in the Hive, so he could go create a Spire to transition here, of course, as well, eventually. But for now, Ultra Ling Bane seems to be his choice of this. Now, remember, possible to come in from a few different angles here as Snute, work his way through those rocks. Can come in from this position, this position, this position. It is going to be a big spread available to him if he wants it, if he sets it up. A lone Marine over there gets picked off, just trying to pick up some info as to what is going on, where the army may be positioning to. Looks as though this attack might just be from the right and the left, a bit simpler than the complete flank around I was talking about just there, as all of those pathways were still going to be somewhat of a possibility in this. Final set of upgrades coming in from Stu. That finishes. Maybe that's just his timing here. He could hit with 3-3 against 3-2 actually, +3 attack. Just finishing now from ByuN. Here we go. There's so many Banelings. The first Ultras begin to get sniped on down. The Banes need to find their way over here. That's where the Marines and Ghosts are. Really needs to get over there with some of these Banes, and ByuN keeps on kiting backwards. ByuN loses the CC. 19 workers, a lot of the army. Still has a good amount of Ghosts up though. One of the big things from Snute is he instantly rebuilds 10 Ultras and 60 Zerglings to get ready for round 2 of this attack. 10 more ultras on the way up, and a lot more Zerglings continue to come into position as well. The third armor upgrade from ByuN going to be about halfway done now as we see those units gathering together towards the front, the 4th command center, for morphing into a planetary fortress at the moment. The Liberator Siege is up in the middle of the map here, and we are going to be seeing again the Lings and the Banes from Snute are going to get ready to come on down and to push on into this position. And yeah, another scan, and we are going to be seeing again the Ultras and Banes being seen here, getting over to the left-hand side. Creep is all over the map. ByuN has really no control of this at the moment, and Snute is ready to go once again. Well, here we go with the initial snipes on a lot of Ultras. Maybe needs to lead with some Banes or something, because right now those snipes are just killing so many Ultras before they do anything. The Banes will at least force the Ghosts back or connect in. It just feels as though it's a bit too disjointed for Snute to really make something happen. There's now Queens being sniped down. The power of those Ghosts, if they can stay safe, is huge. One more Ultra on the exit. ByuN is still losing though. You know, he's still losing now, but look how inefficient Snute is being. 23k to 14k lost. He cannot allow ByuN to get up as many bases as he has, because over the course of the game, that's just not going to work out for Snute. You know, if Snute mines just as much as ByuN does, he's going to run out of resources so much faster than ByuN will, with the way that these trades are going. A few more Banes on the way up, and still Snute is very determined to kill ByuN here. He's not letting ByuN kind of, you know, he doesn't want to let ByuN to macro up and to max out. I wonder if, again, maybe just working his way through these rocks somehow. I mean, it's difficult, right? Because there is indeed a sensor tower up, which kind of gives you vision of something attacking those rocks. Well, here we go again. The Ghosts up on the high ground can't actually get snipes just yet, and this time the Banes begin to make their way up there, and they force the Ghosts so far back, allowing the Ultras a lot of time to do damage. Queen's going to start spamming the transfusions. Some EMPs coming down to help. Oh my god, that mass snipe on this Ultra doesn't get the kill. Some more snipes here in this planetary fortress is going to hold a Snute. Well, now he's getting some Ultras towards the Ghosts, though. And those Ghosts are starting to run out of energy. The Queen transfusions using doing a lot to actually soak up some of those snipes and making it so the Ghosts use up literally all of their energy to make this happen. But Snute falls down in overall supply. His economy is still there, but his army supply isn't, because now he's lost everything in this fight. He lost every Ultra, he lost every Queen. And now Snute is maybe realizing that this wasn't working. He's throwing down the greatest Spire, but it might just be a little bit too late, realistically, for that transition. Lings down the left, going to be running in towards this planetary fortress location in the next couple of moments. It does fire away, and the Lings do take a shot of damage already. Pulling back up to the top, as we're going to be seeing again. Some more Lings, some more Ultras getting ready to go. A few more Queens on the way up. Greater Spire coming down as well in the main base. 35k to 19 at this stage. Yes, I don't know why my PC is having some frame issues today. We've had super smooth streams for the last week and a half, and today it's just like, nope, don't want you to watch TvZ smoothly, so apologies for that. Well, meanwhile, these Ultras still gathering up over to the right. I can see a chunk of Bane starting to morph in. 11 Banelings on the way up at the moment here, so 19 minutes into game number 1 between Snute and ByuN. It's going to be seeing ByuN definitely with the advantage, but playing it slow again, massing up more Ghosts, not moving out, just sitting here, building. You know, obviously he's defended multiple times already. I guess from there we'll see what does indeed happen next. A lot of Ghosts coming over to the left-hand side now. A couple of Broods on the way up, a couple of Infestors. The extra Queens coming out as well. Another command center coming down to the bottom left-hand side, and just going to be still seeing ByuN just taking map control. I mean, setting up, and he's actually going to go for enhanced munitions once again. ByuN is, you know, ByuN solely is going to make me learn the name of this upgrade, I believe, by the end of today. It's the second time he's getting it in 4 games, and he is now going to be going in towards that Raven setup like he did against Impact. Now, that said, you know, this game Snute was definitely a position where he wasn't looking so great. I definitely think there was a moment where ByuN could have just pushed across the map and put an end to this. Although I guess the fear is that if you push across after kind of winning a big fight, with the composition that ByuN has, if Snute just masses Ling Bane, it actually probably crushes through the Terran being aggressive. It, you know, it wouldn't crush through him if he just sits defensively, but aggressively on creep, etc., the Ling Bane would do a good job. So it's very, again, easy. I mean, it's a very obvious thing, but obviously very easy for us to see that and say, oh, well, maybe he should have done it. And to kind of judge that from seeing everything, but ByuN doesn't see the production to have a Snute. And so he's just playing out the safer way, the way he knows how to. And that is to, again, play it a little bit more slowly, a little bit more casually. As I do see them, Marines and Marauders setting up and continue to come in towards the middle. Killing off a few of his Marauders here. He doesn't want them later in this game, apparently, so... Killing off a few. I love the fact he doesn't even try and run them across the map, do damage or anything. He's just like, nah, get out of here, Marauders. I want the kills on you. I'm not even going to give the Zerg the kind of the justification of killing you. As we are going to be seeing the third ship weapon upgrade. Coming in on this armory at the front. A couple of SCVs going down. Bow upgrade as well from Snute now to the right hand side. And again, resources lost 32 to 20k. How do you make up for a 12k resources loss difference? You're going to have to start taking some crazy fights here, Snute. Especially when there's this many ghosts on the map. And we were talking about 18 ghosts. Let's just look at the unit tab here to recap what armies we're looking at. 9 Libs, 19 Ghosts, and 2 Ravens is the real kind of talking point from ByuN, with some support from Marine Marauder tanks still. Snute, on the meantime, has 7 Ultras, 2 Vipers, 4 Infestors, and the 9 Broodlords with a little bit of Ling Bane support, and of course those Queens. Very important and essential as well for the later stages of this. Vehicle plane upgrade going to be coming up again. Finishing now, ByuN getting into all of the upgrades possible. Snute 2 going to prioritize the Carapace upgrades for the Sky units. And again, 23 minutes into game number 1 of this best of 5. Snute and ByuN have locked horns and they are at a standstill. Neither looking to push into the other just yet. Hatchery on the right hand side, mining away with a few more drones, some drones into the extractors as well. What's up, Laser Sec coming in for the 10-month reserve, already supply drop and flies away. Thank you very much for the 10 months, appreciate it. Let's see some love in the chat for Laser Sec and the continuous support. I think it's coming forwards there, picking off an SCV. Just going to be seeing the Marines coming in, and again, a couple more creep units getting picked off right now. +2 Carapace coming through here, and we're going to be seeing the +1 missile attack as well. Setting up also. It's going to be ByuN to get a little bit aggressive, and he just pick a few broods out of the sky. Ghost get back there before too much damage is taken, and what? It's going to be seen again a few Infestors mid-map. Looks as though some spores are getting ready to relocate as well. As ByuN just gives up a couple of SCVs, doesn't really need them at this stage. Wants to bleed out a few workers to just build up a bit of a larger army supply. Extra starports coming up as we do see the Corruptor count rising up as well. Really? Battlecruisers, is this really where we're going right now? Into the BCs? Wow. Battlecruisers on the way up right now from ByuN. As we do see some Zerglings down this side. I mean, those rocks are still intact over here with a single tank to protect them. They're not being taken down anytime soon, it would seem. And a nuke on the way as well. 25 minutes in game 1 now. We're not going anywhere fast. I can't believe we're actually seeing battlecruisers becoming operational right now in this first game between ByuN and Snute. Scans all over the place, ByuN keeping track. There's only this bottom right base which ByuN hasn't taken yet, and maybe that's a base Snute wants to take. Honestly, I mean, ByuN hasn't been over that side of the map. Obviously, he may do so if he sees there's a base there, but you know, Snute at this stage still needs an extra base to make up for that army resources lost tab being so heavily favored toward ByuN. Otherwise, what Snute has to do is basically win a massive fight and then kill ByuN before he can actually rebuild to then create kind of the, you know, to then basically mean that the resources they have available don't really matter any further. few more SCVs going down as Brutalians continue to drop in towards the front. And a few more Brutalians going on down. Have a Broodlord on the way up here, +2 missile attack, +3 flyer carapace. Another battlecruiser. Standoff on the left side of the map right now. And Snute does begin to expand over here. Again, the sensor tower ByuN will let him know that something's there. I guess it doesn't necessarily know it's a hatchery just yet. May just think it's a Zergling watching for that base, which could be his downfall for a little bit. But I mean, he'll see it eventually as the creep spreads forwards. If he's paying enough attention. It might not be easy to do so in that in a game like this one. Forward sensor tower gets taken down almost immediately. Vikings and Libs coming in. There is one of those Seeker missiles, or I don't even know what we call them anymore in the Raven. What are we calling them? Anti-armor missiles. Such a basic name. One of the missiles from the Raven comes forward, and the Corruptors do get tagged by it, but they're just going to sit back. Their armor is way down there right now. Currently just sat at 4 armor. That means they will melt against damage. Until that kind of fades away, and that's why it's so important to make sure it's... well, actually, they're on 4 armor right now. Wow, I thought they had more armor than that. Oh, that's crazy. Well, battlecruisers still coming up. The ghosts are cloaked and running around to see where they can go. Coming forwards again. We're going to be seen. Oh! The huge fungal growth! And I don't think Zoop realized just then he caught the jackpot. He took a moment to realize, like, oh my god, this is actually happening. But he doesn't have one more follow-up fungal, and the ghosts get away. Wow, ByuN. That is very fortunate, because that was so nearly going to be... that was so nearly going to be disastrous if you lost all of those. 2 more ghosts, 2 more BCs on the way up here. So a lot of this is the focus on the left side of the map as Brutals are pushing forwards. Has to be so careful with those anti-armor missiles available. A repair drone goes down for now, trying to heal up a little bit of something. And this base of ByuN might be about a full. He's not rushing in to kind of fight against the Broodlords. He's not looking to push in towards a fight. Snute does have this bottom right base, and he might actually begin to mine from it shortly. So has a lot of units to this right hand side as well. To be fair, ByuN's so focused over here, and running by in towards the natural main base, etc., could find a lot of success. A few more spores coming on down. They're actually fighting against the Liberators right now. Transfusions keeping them alive. EMP's coming down where possible. Vikings have just picked off a couple of Vipers. Oh my god, can you imagine if Vipers actually got parasitic bombs off in the center of this? It could be crazy. Infestors looking for the big fungal growths once again, but have not found it just yet. Some more fungals coming in. I mean, the fungals do also cancel that ghost snipe animation, so it does go a long way to helping out with stopping the snipes from doing too much here. 4 more ghosts, 3 more battlecruisers currently coming into play. +1 flyer attack on the Great Aspire in the main base. A lot of ghosts on the left side. Hatchery to the bottom right. Setting up from the Snute, still getting ready to go. 3 more battlecruisers, 2 more ghosts. Still getting into this. Another few SCVs just getting sacrificed to the Berserk through the middle of the map. ByuN is done with SCVs, it seems like. I mean, he's pretty much mining out. I still feel as though Snute should really take the advantage of this base down here and try and mine from it ASAP. Because he does need an extra base of income at some point to make up a 10k resources loss difference. And 10k is make-upable. You think about it, like, that's already 5,000 or 4.5k on the extractors here. And you got what, like, about... I don't actually know what it is exactly, but it's something like... 2,700 per 2 patches, so it's what, like 3, 6, it's more than 10k, only just. Couple of mules dropping down. Third missile attack upgrade coming in on this Evo chamber, some extra Vipers coming through, extra BCs. We've not really seen the BCs do anything just yet. ByuN has just been slowly building up into these as he trades out the rest of his army, to the point where honestly Snute might be caught off guard by it. I say caught off guard. How do you be caught off guard if you just take a trade and then remax with 99 love and 12k or 7k bank? Anything could happen here. Third missile attack upgrade coming through. Neural Parasite being researched as well. I mean, may as well get every tool in the arsenal right now. Could definitely be useful. Snute was trying to mine from this base, but ByuN overlooking it with a siege tank, making sure it's not going to be a reality. Even getting the gas, though, because gas will be mining out soon on other bases. Just starting to mine one of the gases here. I wouldn't even mind it, if it may sound crazy, Snute takes like the hatchery further up and like long distance mines, like just the gas or something. Might not be too terrible an idea. It kind of sounds stupid, but like in a game like this, everything is going to help you to just get that little bit extra that you need. Thank you very much. A couple of subs in the last 5 minutes, by the way. B Henry 677 and Fuchs 87. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. So it's going to get some love in the chat for the new subscribers, guys. Sorry for not getting to you sooner, but obviously this game has been pretty freaking crazy so far. Brutal is still pushing in towards the middle of the map. +3 missiles about to finish from Snute. +2 flyer attack coming in from Snute as well here at the moment still. Oh my god, we're actually going to see a nuke starting to fly up. I don't even know where the Ghost Academy is. There it is. The smoke of the nuke is leaving. Well, Snute sees it so quick. I'm always impressed when people see the nuke so quickly, despite the fact that they are so difficult to spot, because they could be anywhere in a lot of ways. I guess maybe Snute's aware of the fact that he probably would have seen it on the minimap already, moving into location. BC cleaning up on the right side. Snute with the +2 flyer attack about to finish. His third flyer attack upgrade should not be too far out. Rep and refit upgrade for the BCs. He didn't even have Yamato cannon yet. Can you believe that? He actually didn't even have Yamato cannon set up at the moment. That might have been a mistake. Maybe he was trying to Yamato cannon down that extractor on the right side and he just didn't manage to. 14.5 to 8k in the bank for Snute. ByuN does not have a lot of gas. But if you look at his army, it's going to be worth a hell of a lot more. 12k against 9k minerals and now 10k against 6k, 7k gas. ByuN's army is worth a lot more, and that's why Snute needs that bank still, because he's going to have to spend a lot more to well, rebuild, because he's probably not going to win the first fight straight up. 181 army supply currently for ByuN on the map. Still trying to retake this refinery, which has been denied multiple times by the Broodlords poking forwards. It only has 1,000 gas left in it anyways. Bottom left base has about to mine out of gas and minerals. This base is mined out, this base mined out, this base just now taken. Great thing about ByuN is he only needs this base here for a few moments to drop down enough mules to kind of mine it out massively. As as stated. And that's a kind of annoying thing because Snute can't necessarily just always be there to deflect it. Especially for BC to kind of shut down any harassment in that location. A lot of spores in the front right now as we're going to be seeing battle cruisers. Yamato cannon at the front. Multiple spore crawlers disappearing already. Chunks of spores going down. Again, more units in the center. Vipers, Infestors, Ultralisks. All of this from Snute will be looking to see what will happen next. To the left hand side, we are going to be seeing Snute pushing forward with a few more spore crawlers once again. To set this up, and we're just going to be seeing again those ghosts able to come on through. We're going to be seeing those ultras continue to come on forward. Broodlords dropping down the broodlings here, and we're still going to be seeing, oh my god, here we go. I mean, this is the fight. The anti-armor missiles hit very nicely, and so far it's only Snute who I see dropping in supply at all. He's going to deny a Plantree. That's not really all too important to the overall fight here. Infested Terrans are trying to do something on the ground. The Infestors have gone, and Snute's army just doesn't exist anymore. 4 BCs, 3 Ghosts, and 7 Marines in the production tab. ByuN doesn't have a lot of gas to rebuild with, as some parasitic bombs are picking up some kills. Snute does have a lot of gas, and he actually remaxes on Mass Hydra. Mass Hydra Ling. I wonder if he's just going to go like Hydra Bane as a way to fight against the Ghosts, as well as all the just pushing forwards with kind of the Hydras to take down the BCs. It's a possibility. It's a real possibility right here. Snute finally and ByuN finally clashing. Resources lost after that 54 and 39k. It was Snute who lost a hell of a lot more. Well, let's see how this goes. Lingers are going to run forwards. They're going to try and catch the Ghost, but now the Ghosts are just going to cloak up. Now we're going to see Snipes coming down again. The Hydras continue to fight this here. They're going to get rid of a lot of the Liberators. There's so many Hydras. And again, the army here of ByuN does not really promote fighting against something like Hydras. It's really kind of good for fighting like Broodlord Ultra, Super Late Game Zerg. The Hydras actually have a pretty good time against this so far. The Ghosts are adding a lot more damage in. I mean, soon I'm not going to say he's won this fight, but he definitely traded very well. And look at the gas of ByuN. Where is it? It doesn't exist anymore. He doesn't have any gas left. Well, he has this base to the right-hand side, which is going to start mining gas, but only just now. Again, his army was so gas-heavy before. Snute with 28 Corruptors on the way and another set of Hydras. I mean, Snute's bases are mining out as well, though, and that's the issue. He has only got this bank, and so he's only got another couple of attempts at this to make it happen. Even just running a set of units over here right now, a few Zerglings to the right side could do so much, because this base needs to go down. 13 BC is still in the game. 10 Infest is back up as well. Snute has a bank to trade with this army, and then once again. Snute sending drones forwards as well. I mean, may as well bring them to fight, right? Not much else he can do. And he is going to come over to this base where he should be able to pick up that kill pretty easily. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. It lifts up, but the Corruptors are going to do their job. And this is nice. ByuN losing a lot of his kind of final SCVs. Big Fungal Growth on the initial Ghost here. A follow-up Fungal. There's more Infestors available with Fungal Groves. And oh my god, the Fungals are huge right now. The Ghosts are kind of caught up in between. We're going to see BCs being Neural Parasited. We're going to see Corruptors coming through. As we're going to be seeing, I mean, now the BCs are teleporting backwards. The Corruptors are still on top of them here. And Snute is up in supply. And the army of ByuN is disappearing still. The Corruptors seem to be doing enough right now. And Snute with Flingers and Hydras should be able to fight against the remaining units on the ground here eventually. Another BC as well in a moment. A Liberator too. And now ByuN only has Marines, some Ghosts, and a Siege Tank left. This is not enough to, I love it. Morphing in some Broodlords too. Snute knows there is not an air army to realistically fight this any longer. And morphing in those Broods, it's just going to create a scenario where this is just going to be kind of an unkillable army perhaps. ByuN has taken 38 minutes to fight this out, as we're going to be seeing those Lings and Terrans dropping on down. Hydra's pushing in as well. As we are going to be seeing the Planetary Fortress there, the Marines stimming through. ByuN will push this back for the moment, but not for long, I don't think. The Broodlords will come in. I mean, all Snute needs to wait for is maybe just a little bit of energy on the Infestors. He's got some Vipers he can bring into play as well. Still has to play this out slowly. He does not want to rush into something right now. It is going to cost him the game that he's worked for 40 minutes towards securing. Broods continue to drop down. The Broodlings continue to do a lot right now. Hydras being pushed back. Oh my god, Broodlord's being targeted down by some of these Marines, but now the Broodlings are starting to overrun. The tank-friendly fire going a long way. Corruptors are kind of dead supplying this, but the Hydras, well, there's no answer to those. Infested Terrans helping out. The Corruptors get rid of a Planetary Fortress on the high ground. A tank goes down as well, and it looks like Snute is going to do this. GG! Snute takes game 1 of this best of 5 after 40 minutes. Got your gym stock for the cheer 40 in the chat to the top left side of the map. Our Red Zerg player from Team Liquid. Give it up for Snute. Coming out ahead after 40 minutes in the first game. To the bottom right, the blue Terran player is ByuN. Guys, if you're enjoying the games today, do not forget to hit the follow button on the channel. See when we're live again in the future. We cast StarCraft every single day here. So if you're enjoying it, hitting that follow button will only enable you to find more again in the future. And if you're really enjoying the stream, you can support further with subscriptions. You can subscribe via Twitch Prime for free. Just hit that sub button in the top right. It will say subscribe for free to Twitch Prime if you have it. All of it helps to continue to bring you guys constant daily StarCraft 2 action with some freaking crazy games in this series so far. I mean, game. We're actually seeing some fantastic games today, honestly, though, overall. I mean, Impact ByuN game number 1 was insane. Pretty, crazy stuff altogether, honestly. Pretty crazy stuff altogether. As you do see this Queen pulling back in towards the natural link speed on the way up right now from Snute. Now we're going to see the starport dropping on down, and we are going to be seeing this barracks moving over the side. As the early build orders will be Hellion focused out of ByuN. Snute, well, yet to see from him just what he wants to do, but for now, just the link speed pulls out of gas completely. Generally, we'll be looking to take yet another expansion already in the game. We'll be throwing that down in a moment or two. So another expansion coming down. And 2 Hellions of ByuN moving out onto the map. He did take double gas, obviously, hence the starport. So it's not like a super fast kind of triple CC build order. As you do see the Hellions and the Reaper continuing towards the upper left side. Armory on the way down. I mean, obviously this looks a lot like a Hellbound attack. And it was a Hellbound attack to start off on Catalyst, remember, as well. A Hellbound attack with the Marines and the Medevac, where Snute counterattacked very effectively to deal a lot of damage and to put kind of ByuN behind, and yet still turned into that crazy long game number 1 that we've just been enjoying for the last 40 minutes or so. Again, what a way to start this series. I think that game itself was longer than the majority of series we casted yesterday, as we had a chunk of free zeros yesterday. As we do see, of course, in the best of 5, you need 3 games to win, so we've got a long way to go. And you can keep those hashtags coming in as well. We didn't look at it for a little while, but look at it go. 57 to 43%. Still in favor of ByuN, but definitely still making a bit of a return. Let's see those hashtags keep on coming in right now. But the Hellbat attacks come in, so we've got to focus on this for the moment. As the Hellions move straight up this ramp and straight into Hellbat. Snute gets one of them right away. Oh, he's just keeping his queens here to take some damage. Gets a Marine or so as well. Now the first queen dropping. More Lings on the way up, but he's losing queens very quickly. Feels as though Snute is not pulling them back as fast as he needs to here, perhaps. Another couple of Zerglings coming on through, and we're going to see another Hellbat going down. Queen's getting blasted around by the Reaper Grenade. And another Hellbat too. Snute's going to defend this by losing just a handful of queens. I mean, that's still annoying. It's never great to lose the queens, but it's better than it could have gone in other ways. You're going to be seeing that Hellion just saved, as Snute did pick off one of them. Actually, Snute's going to go straight across the map and in towards the natural expansion to try and deal a little bit more. Hellbat's going to get picked off here. Zergling's doing a good job of it, and we're going to see another couple of Hellbats morphing in now. And SV is being pulled in as well to keep on fighting this here. The Banshee able to push back those Zerglings once again. On the left-hand side, those Lings picking away at a few more SCVs too. And we are going to be seeing again just a bunch of workers going down. Very nicely done so far. The Queen's still over here trying to deal with this last Hellbat. The Medevac goes down. Ah, the Queen stopped running. He would have killed it if the other Queens got into it and that Queen didn't stop, but unfortunately it did. A little bit more damage done, but Snute comes out, 20 workers ahead. Can he keep on dealing with this? Because there's still more Hellions being made. ByuN is just completely committed to this. Cloak Banshee coming up now as well. There is no left from Snute, so it is a Spore Crawler focused detection defense. As we are going to be seeing those next set of Hellbats coming on up here. More Buds and Valetilla in the chat. I'll hashtag and Snute. And showing him some support here, dear Children Jedi as well for hashtag Snute. As you do see those couple of Hellbats being picked away at. Queen's still fighting as well. Roach Rowan and a Lair currently on the way up from Snute right now, as we see a couple of Extractors coming up in the natural. He's going up to 6 gases already. And this is Snute's build, this is Snute's style that he loves to play, by the way. The Roaches, the Ravagers. Let's see what he can come up with right now. The +1/+1 upgrades getting set to go. Couple more engineering bays on the way up now with the double racks as well. Bio once more, despite all of these Hellions and Hellbats early in the game, it's Bio once again, which is pretty freaking crazy to see. As we are going to be seeing Hellbats pushing up this ramp, and going to be seeing some Queens continue to fight away onto those Hellbats here. Spore Crawler will move forwards. The Queen's taking some damage. We've been seeing the Transfuse does go down and actually keeps those Queens alive. We've seen another couple of Hellbats continue to go down, but in general, Snute's Mass Queen defense is going to be enough to force a GG. I mean, ByuN's not even losing anything at home. He just types out of the game just like that, and Snute to the top left side of Odyssey. The blue Terran player down 0-2. Can he make this happen? It is ByuN. And to the bottom right-hand side, our Red Zerg player, one of the foreign hopes alive in this bracket still. It is Snute. He's going to have an onslaught of Koreans to get through if he wants to make it to the grand final. Miguel747, thank you for the cheer 100 in the chat while I still see it. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. ByuN ain't last year's champion. Yes, he is. He's the OSC champion, Season 4 champion. He won against Keen in the grand finals. 2-1. I'm saying OSC champion, not BlizzCon. In case you were getting confused, perhaps, maybe. He's the champion of this tournament last year. And he's looking to defend his crown. And he might be on the verge. He is on the verge of elimination right here. Again, Snute will have an onslaught of Koreans to get through Solar perhaps, and then even more players, True for example, still as well, to get to the grand final. But we are guaranteed one foreigner in the grand final because the only remaining players on the top side of the bracket are Neeb, Demi, Cham, Scarlet, and Namshar. Which is also pretty freaking crazy. Pretty sick set of matches set up there. Going into this, and we are going to be seeing the command center dropping down on the natural. Expansion from both to get us started. It was a pull first again from Snute, who will now get his first two Zerglings onto the map and across towards the upper left-hand side. Cannibal Sheep asks, Wardy, can we contribute to the prize pool? A great question that I haven't been able to promote enough because we've been so busy today with these games. But the Match Arena page is there. Port's already linked it to you. The coupon codes have all been used. They have all been used, those coupon codes, but you can still support the prize pool yourself if you would like to on the Match Arena page. Do check that out. Kuma de Diablo, what's up? Coming in with another sub-gift to 10 Finger System. See some Wardy hearts in the chat, people. Because the Kuma has been going crazy today on the sub-gifts, and that is yet another one. Thank you so much for the sub-gift to 10 Finger System. Command Center coming up here right now. Going to be finishing in a moment or two on the natural. Link speed coming up right now as well from Snute in the main base. Third hatchery from Snute as well on the third hatchery. On the third base location, sorry. It's been a long day. We're 13.5 hours into the stream. We thought this was going to be 14 hours. Looks like it might be more like 15. Depends how long ByuN wants to make this series. But Snute may not want to make it too much longer at all. A Roach-Rowan on the way up. Now, aggression from Impact was deflected by ByuN time and time again. Will Snute's Roach attack here do a little bit better? Let's find out, because we do see the Roach-Rowan about to finish up. ByuN did finish this wall off at the frontiers. Hellions are gathering together. Marines coming up too. Medevac on the way out. I'm going to see those Marines just gathering up and getting ready to jump into that medevac in the next few moments. Hellions moving across the map to see what they can do. This Hellbat attack once again, but a Hellbat attack into a Roach all-in. Snute's going to have units, he's going to have a defense, and he's going to have a counter. That's really going to hurt a setup from ByuN that does not have anything really here to defend just yet. I mean, I guess he can make some Cyclones, and that's probably what he's going to go for. That's going to be seeing those Hellions getting set. Roach is moving forward. He's going to find those Hellbats morphing in already. Oh my god, I mean, what do you do right now as ByuN? Because the Roaches are such a hard counter to Hellbat attacks. You can see it right now, and obviously there's going to be Lings streaming in behind this as well. Already the Hellbats are forced away, and now the Lings come in too. Hellbats are caught, and ByuN is in trouble. Lings are going to run across the map, and already one Hellion in the middle here. Not going to be in a great position. There is a Liberator which was already out, right? Or is that just... No, still the first Liberator building. He's going to have to put that in a real defensive position. It looks as though he's going to put the starport onto the tech lab. Is that going to get there in time? No, it's not. Ling's already moving through, and ByuN, he thought he had more time than he did, but the Lings come in and Hellbats are in trouble, and oh my god, he's going to let the starport land. Well, he does get himself a surround on a couple of Hellions here. He's going to get those kills. Banshee doesn't start yet, as we're going to be seeing the Liberator's position to pick off more units, but it's not going to matter. GG! Snute 3-0 against ByuN. Our Season 4 OSC champion is eliminated in Season 5. And now there's only one previous reigning champion left in this tournament, and that is Solar. And Snute's been Solar once in this tournament so far, and he has a very high chance of playing him again in the next round. GG Snute.